They locked my entire life savings. Not because I did something wrong, but because they messed up. And when I asked for help, they mocked me, ignored me, and treated me like I didn't belong. So I spent just $3 and turned their entire reputation into ashes overnight. If you've ever felt powerless, ignored, or disrespected by people who thought they could get away with it, then you're going to love this story. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Silent Comeback, and turn on the bell notification, because stories like this, they only get better. I don't know what possessed me to trust them. Maybe it was their friendly local business vibe. Maybe it was the small town charm. Or maybe I just didn't think something this ridiculous could ever happen. It started with something simple. One afternoon, I walked into my local credit union. Nothing fancy, just a quiet place with outdated furniture and employees who acted like they'd known each other for decades. My ATM card wasn't working. No big deal, right? So I stepped inside. The air smelled faintly of old paper and cheap coffee. A clerk greeted me with a polite but tired smile. "Hi, how can I help you?" I explained the issue. She nodded, typed a few things into her computer, then said, "Oh, don't worry, you can use a withdrawal code instead. It'll pull cash directly from your account." Simple. Efficient. At least that's what I thought. She handed me the code, I used it, got my money, walked out. End of story, right? No, because that tiny, forgettable moment, that's where everything went wrong. A few days later, I tried to use my account again. Declined. Again. Declined. At first, I thought it was a glitch. Then I checked my balance. Everything was frozen. Every single cent. My stomach dropped. I called customer support immediately. After waiting through what felt like an eternity of elevator music, someone finally picked up. "Yeah, your account has been flagged for review." "For what?" I asked. "Accounting discrepancy." "That doesn't make sense," I said. "I didn't overdraft. I didn't do anything unusual." Pause. Then, in the most dismissive tone possible, "Well, that's what the system says." No explanation, no urgency, no solution, just attitude. Days turned into a week turned into 2, then 3, and finally over a month. 30 days. 30 days of not being able to access my own money. 30 days of calling support and getting nowhere. Every call felt worse than the last. Some representatives were rude, others were sarcastic, and a few didn't even try to hide their bias. I couldn't prove it, but the way they said my name, the slight pause, the subtle change in tone, it felt like I wasn't just another customer. I was a problem. One call still sticks with me. "Can you just tell me when this will be resolved?" I asked, trying to stay calm. The guy on the other end sighed. "Sir, these things take time. You'll just have to wait." "I've been waiting for a month." Another pause. Then he said something that lit a fire inside me. "Well, maybe next time, be more careful with your account activity." I went silent, because in that moment, I realized something. They didn't care. Not about me, not about the mistake, not about fixing anything. They had all the power, and they were enjoying it. That night, I vented to my family. We were on a video call thousands of miles apart. I told them everything. The frozen account, the rude staff, the helplessness. And then my younger cousin spoke up. He had that mischievous smile, the kind that usually meant trouble. "Why don't you fight back?" I laughed. "With what? They're a bank." He leaned closer to the camera. "No, not like that." Then he explained something that sounded insane. A service somewhere online where you could pay people, real accounts, real profiles, to post whatever you wanted on social media. Reviews, complaints, stories, each post just a few cents. At first, I hesitated. This felt extreme. But then I remembered the last 30 days. The disrespect, the helplessness, the way they made me feel small. And something inside me snapped. That night, I made a decision. If they wanted to treat me like I didn't matter, then I'd make sure the world noticed. I found the website. It was surprisingly easy. Too easy. There were options, different types of profiles, different regions, even American-style accounts for authenticity. I spent hours crafting the perfect complaints. Not lies, just amplified truth. Stories about locked accounts, unresponsive support, suspicious behavior. Each one is written slightly differently, each one believable, each one damaging. Then I hit submit. $3. That's all it cost. At first, nothing happened. Then slowly, one post appeared, then 5, then 20, then hundreds. It was like watching a storm build in real time. Their social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, and reviews started flooding. Complaint after complaint after complaint from different people, different voices, different stories, but all pointing to the same thing. This bank had a problem. I refreshed the page again and again. My heart was racing. Part of me was nervous, but another part felt something I hadn't felt in weeks. Control. And then it happened. That same day, my phone rang. Unknown number. I answered. Hello? Hi, is this name? Yes. This is the call center manager from your credit union. Suddenly, his tone was completely different. Calm, respectful, careful. We understand your frustration, he said. Oh, now you do. He continued, we'd like to resolve this situation immediately. Immediately? After a month? Interesting. He offered to unlock my account. Not only that, we're also prepared to transfer your full balance to another bank of your choosing and provide a $50 compensation for the inconvenience. I had to hold back a laugh. A month ago, they treated me like I didn't exist. Now, they were negotiating. I kept my voice steady. I think that would be best. Of course, he said quickly, we'll handle everything. No attitude, no delays, no excuses. Just compliance. Within hours, everything was resolved. My money, back, transferred safely, plus the extra $50. But the best part? It wasn't the money. It was knowing why they acted so fast. Because somewhere, someone higher up saw the chaos. Hundreds of complaints, public backlash, a reputation spiraling out of control, and they panicked. And here's the funniest part. They had no idea it was me. No proof, no connection, just consequences. As for the posts, yeah, they're still out there. I can't take them down, and honestly, I don't want to. That's their problem now. Sometimes people only listen when there's pressure. Not fairness, not logic, not even truth. Pressure. And once they feel it, everything changes. If this story made you smile or gave you that satisfying feeling of justice, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Silent Comeback, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a story like this. And tell me in the comments, what would you have done in this situation? Because sometimes the best comebacks are completely silent.